Phil Collins would tell us that we always need to hear both sides of the story. Well, I'm not sure about always, but we'll definitely hear it today. Hey, welcome to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. It is still 2025, so I'm still checking out songs that reached number 25 in the charts. And today's is another one selected by viewers from a poll on my posts page, so check that out and subscribe to the channel, why don't you, so you're more likely to see when a new poll is live and have your say. Now, this one is possibly the most decisive winner yet, with a whopping 63% of the vote. Despite his rival Sting taking an early lead in the poll, it is indeed Phil Collins with his 1993 single, Both Sides of the Story. Now, this made number 7 in the UK, but only reached, you guessed it, number 25 in the US. This was sort of the title track of Phil's 5th solo album, just called Both Sides, and that's the one where he decided to do everything himself. So here he is on lead and backing vocals, keyboards, guitars, bass, drums, and drum machine. What a show off, eh? I mean, actually, I can relate because I do everything on this channel, and yeah, there's really no comparison, is there? Anyway, it's been a few years since I last heard this song, so please do smash that like button for us, thank you, as I give it a re-listen now. Great drumming from Phil to lead us off. I know this album got criticised because there's a lot of drum machine on it.
Get out while he can. We always need to hear both sides of the story. Both sides of the story. The neighborhood peace is shattered. It's the middle of the night. Young faces hide in the shadows while they watch their mother and father fight. He says she's been unfaithful. She says her love for him is gone. And the brother shrugs to his sister and says, looks like it's just us from now on. All we always need to hear both sides of the story. We need to hear both sides of the story. And the lights are all on. The world is watching now. People looking for truth. We must not fail them now. Be sure before we close our eyes. Walk away from here till you hear both sides. No, 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 no.
His voice is just like an old friend, isn't it? Such a good singer. And drummer, as I mentioned.
Here we are all gathered in what seems to be the center of the storm. Neighbors once friendly now stand each side of the line that has been drawn. They've been fighting here for years, but now there's killing on the streets. While small coffins are lined up sadly, now united in defeat. All we always need to hear both sides of the story. Well, the lights are all on. The world is watching now. People looking for truth. We must not fail them now. Be sure white man turns the corner, finds himself within a different world. Ghetto kid grabs his shoulder, throws him up against the wall. He says, would you respect me if I didn't have this gun? 'Cause without it, I don't get it, and that's why I carry one. We always need to hear both sides of the story, both sides of the story. Oh, both sides of the story. Yes, both sides of the story. Oh, both sides of the story. 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 Must hear both sides of the story.
All right, that was indeed Phil Collins with both sides of the story, and it was Phil Collins and Phil Collins and Phil Collins on all sorts of different things. But as I said, he is a fantastic drummer and a fantastic singer, and the singing and the drumming are definitely the highlights of that track. There's not that much else going on musically, and for quite a long song, um, that could be a problem. For the song, it's not. For the album as a whole, I did feel that it became one because it's a long album. It's the 90s, so of course it was. And it kind of all stayed at one level, one tone, one pace. Bit of a chore to sit through. But we're not reviewing the album, we're reviewing the song, and it's a good one. Um, Strong lyric, and, well, for the most part. I'm less convinced by the final verse where the white guy is thrown up against the wall by the non specified ghetto chap um, who has a rather in-depth conversation that doesn't particularly rhyme or flow very well. Because what he's saying is that there is always another side to things. Whatever we see, there's something else going on. Always, really. And we hope that our side of the story is the right one and the good one. But you do sometimes have to consider what somebody else thinks. And on that note, I want to consider what you think. So if you have any thoughts on the song or Phil in general, drop them down in the comments below and I'll read them there. As for the singles chart success, I guess I'm more surprised that it made top 10 in the UK than I am that it didn't make top 20 in the US. I mean, it's 1993 and a lot of 80s superstars are starting to struggle a bit, but Phil lasted longer than many. And this is not a commercial song. But then again, I suppose Another Day in Paradise wasn't really in that top of the charts, so hard to say. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy that. And if you like Phil, which I assume you do because you watched this, you can check out another Phil video, also won by a poll vote, coincidentally, where I dive into 4 tracks from the much more upbeat No Jacket Required album. So that's one side of my head or the other. So I will just say thank you for watching today and bye for now. I hope not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.